Okay everyone, here's the next part of my birthday special for ReadyUnknownFox, in which we're going to be playing the 1995 PC version of Jeopardy! Let's see how my luck turns out here.
This is Jeopardy!
Yes.
Welcome to Jeopardy! Sony Picture Studios!
This is Jeopardy! I'm gonna use Jay's
With your
name.
host, Alex Trebek.
Well said. Taking on Willa Bernstein. And Sandra Hart, there'll be beanies, of course.
Hi, my name is Willa Bernstein. I'm in-house legal counsel for a computer corporation, and in my private time, I play my violin for a local symphony.
Hi, I'm Sandra Hart. I'm a practicing psychiatrist, and I also teach neuroanatomy at a medical school.
Okay.
During my vacation time, I love to travel.
It's not that I don't like it or anything, it's just that I didn't feel like it was necessary to add that in.
To add what in?
The teacher's tournament.
Oh, right. We'll get started in just a bit here.
All right, contestants, let's begin round one.
Abbreviations.
There's one daily double on the board.
American history. Actors and royal roles. Awards. Foods of the world. And eyes.
Good luck. Contestant number one, we'll start with you.
I'll have abbreviations for 100.
Let's take a look at the answer.
AP is the Associated Press. APR is short for this month.
Contestant number one.
What is April?
Yes.
Abbreviations
that's
for
correct.
200.
Contestant number one.
It's the one-letter abbreviation for a part of speech or a compass direction.
Contestant number one.
What is S?
I'm sorry.
No.
That's wrong. Contestant number three.
What is N?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's correct. Contestant number three.
Abbreviations 300.
The answer there is...
The abbreviation for the Securities and Exchange Commission is also short for this time period.
Contestant number one.
What is a second?
Yes.
Abbreviations
That's
for
correct.
400.
Contestant number one.
D, little d, period, stands for this. What is the antonym of the word abbreviated B?
Contestant number two.
What is disbelieve? No.
I'm sorry. That's wrong. Contestant number three.
What is died? Yep.
You are correct. Contestant number three.
Abbreviations 500. PAC, men and women in Washington, D.C. belong to one of these.
Contestant number one.
What is a political action committee?
You are correct. Contestant number one.
Actors and royal roles for 100, please. Catherine Oxenberg, a cousin of Prince Charles, played this princess twice.
Contestant number three.
Fergie?
Oh, sorry.
Wrong.
That's not right. Contestant number two.
Margaret? No.
Oh, sorry. That's not right.
You fail. Princess Diana. Oh, yeah.
Contestant number
Actors
one.
in royal roles 200. When Vanessa Redgrave played this Scottish queen, Timothy Dalton played her second husband, Lord Darnley.
Didn't Elton John
Contestant number one.
Kendall in the Wind to Princess Diana?
He sure did. Who is Mary Queen of Scots?
Yes.
Yep.
That's correct. Contestant number one.
Actors in royal roles for 300. Pippa Hinchley dyed her hair red for a 1992 TV movie about this commoner who became a duchess.
Contestant number 2?
Is it Fergie? Yep.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 2?
Actors in royal roles 400. R. Chamberlain, Edward Fox, and Anthony Andrews all played this man who gave up a throne for the woman he loved. Who is Corey Lawrence?
Contestant number 2?
No. George V?
I'm sorry.
Wrong.
That's wrong.
Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Edward VIII.
Contestant number 2?
Actors in royal roles 500. Helen Hayes played the Dowager Empress of Russia in this film that won Ingrid Bergman an Oscar.
Contestant number 2?
Is it Anastasia? Yep.
You are correct. Contestant number 2?
Awards for 100. The offices of this annual national pageant are at 1325 Boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Contestant number 1.
What is Miss America?
You are
Miss America
correct.
pageant, yes.
Contestant number
Awards
1.
200. In 1960, this then First Lady was given the American Heart Association's Heart of the Year Award.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Jacqueline Kennedy?
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else? Contestant number 3.
Is it Mamie Eisenhower? Yeah.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Awards for 300. This country's Bharat Ratna Award is given for contributions to art or science or for public service.
Contestant number 1.
What is India? Awards for 400.
Correct. Contestant number 1.
In 1976, this former Atlanta Braves slugger received the NAACP Spring Iron Medal.
Contestant number 2.
Who is Hank Aaron?
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number
Awards
2.
for 500. Daily Double.
It's the Daily Double.
And she's going to go the maximum, 500. She has $300 at this point. Here's the clue. In 1977, William Proxmire gave it to the Department of Agriculture for studying how long it takes to cook breakfast.
I got away with that.
The Golden Fleece Award.
You are
Yep.
correct.
You
Contestant
got away
number
with
2.
nothing. Foods of the World 100. Some of this cheese, named for Parma, is cured for several years before it's grated over pasta.
Contestant number
What
1.
is Parmesan?
Yes, that's
Foods
correct.
of the World 200.
Contestant number 1.
The Savruga type of this fishy treat is made of small grayish eggs.
Contestant number 1.
What is caviar? Foods of the World 300.
You are correct. Contestant number 1.
Cakes of this soybean curd should be stored in water, and the water should be changed daily.
Contestant number 2.
What is mochi? No.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. Contestant number 3.
What is tempeh? No.
Sorry.
You fail.
Miserably.
Tofu. Tofu.
Contestant number 1.
Foods of the World
Got away
400.
with that.
The answer there is...
Ouch!
Originally, this modest English pie was made with numbles, which are deer innards. Oh, yuck.
Contestant number 1.
What is humble pie?
What's disgusting about it?
Yes,
Foods of the World
that's
500.
correct. Contestant number 1.
Souvlaki, a Greek specialty similar to shish kebab, is made with marinated chunks of this meat.
Contestant number 2.
Is it lamb?
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
American History 400. In 1859, this vein of silver was discovered on the eastern slope of Mount Davidson in Nevada.
Contestant number 2.
The Comstock Lode? Yep.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
American History 500. This 1777 document said, "The style of this confederacy shall be the United States of America."
Contestant number 1.
What is the Constitution? No, what are the Bill of Rights?
I'm sorry.
No.
That's wrong.
Oh, wait. I know it now.
Contestant number 3.
The Articles of Confederation, yeah. She got it.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Eyes for 100. The color of this ring around the pupil is inherited.
Contestant number 1.
What is the iris?
Yes.
Eyes for
That's
200.
correct. Contestant number 1.
In this disease, increased fluid pressure in the eye damages the optic nerve.
Contestant number 1.
I will say, what is Fuchs dystrophy?
Sorry,
No.
incorrect. Anyone else? Contestant number 3.
Glaucoma, that's right.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
American History 100. Under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, Mexico relinquished all claims to this state above the Rio Grande.
Contestant
I'd
number
better
1.
get this one. What is Texas?
You are correct.
American History 200.
Contestant number 1. The answer there is...
This company was founded in 1852 to provide banking and mail delivery to the gold camps of California.
Contestant number 1.
What was the Pony Express?
Sorry.
No.
That's incorrect. Contestant number 3.
Oh, Wells Fargo and Company.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 3.
American History 300. The Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854 repealed this compromise of 1820.
Contestant number 1.
What is the Missouri Compromise?
You are correct.
Eyes for 300.
Contestant number 1.
This vitamin is needed to produce visual purple, a pigment allowing one to see in dim light.
Contestant number 1.
What is vitamin A?
You are correct.
Eyes for 400.
Contestant number 1.
This common disorder is an infection of the small glands of the eyelashes.
Contestant number 2.
And Willa doesn't know.
Wrong. Contestant number 3.
What is a sty? Miserably.
Yes.
Last
That's
clue
correct.
before we go to Double Jeopardy.
Contestant number 3.
This jelly-like humor occupies about 80% of the eyeball.
Contestant number 3.
Visual humor? No.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Contestant number 2.
The vitreous humor?
Yes, that's correct. Now for the Double Jeopardy round, with 2
Science.
doubles somewhere on the board.
Presidential
in
trivia.
these categories.
Travel and tourism. Theater. Children's literature. Civil rights.
Good luck. We'll begin the game with contestant number 3.
Travel and tourism for 600.
The answer there is...
On a trip to this country, you might enjoy a game at the world's largest soccer stadium, the Macarena. The Maracana, my bad.
Contestant number 1.
I'm going to say, what is Brazil?
Yes.
Travel and tourism for
that's
800.
correct. Contestant number 1.
In Silkeborg, on this Danish peninsula, you can see the remains of the 2,000-year-old Tolland man.
Contestant number 3.
What is the Jutland Peninsula?
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Science for 1,000.
Let's take a look at the answer.
Cathode rays and beta rays are streams of these negative particles passing through a gas or vacuum.
Contestant number 1.
What are electrons?
You are correct.
Science 200.
Contestant number 1.
On the pH scale, anything below 7 is acidic, and anything above 7 is this.
Contestant number 1.
What is basic?
You are correct.
Science 400.
Contestant number 1.
Carotene, found in carrots and other plants, is converted by the body into this vitamin.
Contestant number 1.
What is vitamin C? Or vitamin A, yeah, they'll take it.
Yes. Select.
Science 600.
Contestant number 1.
It's the most massive part of an atom.
Contestant number 1.
What is the nucleus?
Yes. That's correct. Contestant
Science
number 1.
800.
Here is the clue.
A recent development in hearing aids uses electrodes implanted in this spiral passage in the ear.
Contestant number 1.
What is the eardrum?
Incorrect.
No.
Contestant number 2.
The cochlea. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number 2.
Presidential Trivia 200. He was the first president over 6 feet tall. 6 feet 2 inches to be exact. No lie.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Sorry.
No.
That's incorrect. Contestant number 3.
George Washington.
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number 3.
Presidential Trivia 400. He was returning from Potsdam when he heard that the first A-bomb had been dropped on Japan.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Harry Truman?
Yes.
Presidential Trivia
That's
600.
correct. Contestant number 1.
In 1913, this man featured on the old $100,000 bill signed the bill creating the Federal Reserve System.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Woodrow Wilson?
Yes.
Presidential Trivia
That's
800.
correct. Contestant number 1.
Between his terms as president, he lived on Madison Avenue in New York and took the train to his job at a law firm.
Contestant number 2.
Who is Grover Cleveland?
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Presidential Trivia 1000. Daily Double. One of the two?
It's a daily double.
She's going to do 1,000. Here's the clue. In 1896, this Ohio governor became the first presidential candidate to campaign by telephone. Is it William McKinley? Yes, it is.
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number 2.
Travel and Tourism 200. Experts say that at its present tilt, this Italian landmark could collapse without warning.
Contestant number 1.
What is the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
You are correct.
Travel and Tourism 400.
Contestant number 1.
In Paris's Place des Pyramides, an equestrian statue of this female saint attracts yearly pilgrimages.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Joan of Arc? Travel and Tourism for 1,000.
You are correct. Contestant number 1.
Precautions against malaria are advisable when visiting this country's Kruger National Park.
Contestant number 3.
What is Zaire?
Sorry. Contestant number 1.
What is South Africa?
Yes.
It is South Africa.
That's correct.
Children's Literature 200.
Contestant number 1.
Finding no bone in the cupboard, she buys her dog some bread, tripe, and beer.
Contestant number
Who is
1.
Mother Hubbard?
You are
Mother
correct.
Hubbard. Children's Literature 400.
Contestant number 1.
1911's Peter and Wendy was a retelling of this play in book form.
What is Peter Pan?
Contestant number 1.
What is Peter Pan? For 1,000.
For 1,000.
You are correct.
Children's Literature
Contestant number
600.
1.
In the 1938 novel, would-be polar explorer Mr. Popper raises a flock of these birds.
Penguin.
Yep.
Contestant number 1.
What are penguins?
Yes.
Children's Literature 800.
That's correct. Contestant number 1.
Perrault's version of this fairy story was published in 1696 as La Belle au Bois Dormant.
Contestant
What
number
is
1.
Sleeping Beauty? Which is going to be on the Disney Channel on Sunday, December 14th. The Sleeping Beauty. Yep. Children's Literature 1000.
Correct. Contestant number 1.
The Rose Garden at Maytham Hall, Kent, was one inspiration for this Frances Hodgson Burnett book.
Contestant number 1.
What is The Secret Garden?
You are correct. Contestant
Theater
number
200. Plautus's ancient comedy Aulularia concerns an old miser and his pot of this metal.
1. Contestant number 1.
What is gold?
Yes.
Theater 400.
That's correct. Contestant number 1. The answer there is...
Theater fans flock to Piccolo Teatro in this city, while opera fans go to La Scala.
Contestant number 1.
What is Milan?
Yes.
Theater for 600.
That's correct. Contestant number 1.
The Other Daily Double.
Contestant number 1.
9,700.
What would you like to wager?
I'm going to go do just 300. These brothers wrote songs for the 1926 musical OK, which was revived in 1990. I'm going to say who were the brothers of Jay York and Craig Simmons.
No, I'm afraid that is not correct.
No, it's George and
Contestant
Ira
number 1.
Gershwin. Theater 800.
Let's take a look at the answer.
This song with a number as its title is the last musical number in a chorus line.
Contestant number 3.
What is 2? No.
Sorry. Contestant number 2.
What is 1?
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Theater for 1,000. His 1935 play Awake and Sing is set in the Bronx during the Depression.
Contestant number 3.
Who is Moss Hart?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
You fail.
Contestant number 2.
Miserably. Is it Miller? No.
Oh, sorry. That's not right.
You failed too, Willa.
Well, again.
Miserably. Pee-da-wee-o. Ow! Clifford Odets.
Contestant number 2.
Civil Rights, 200. It basically means to separate from the flock, the Latin for flock being Grex.
Segregate.
Contestant number 1.
Thank you, Jay. What is segregate?
You are correct.
400.
Contestant number 1.
In 1762, Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote, "Man is born free, and everywhere he is in these."
Contestant number 2.
What are prisons? No.
Oh, sorry. That's not right. Contestant number 3.
What are poorhouses?
Sorry.
No.
Correct. Anyone else?
Sandra, keep playing like this. You're not going to be around for Final Jeopardy.
Wah, wah.
Chains. Alright.
Contestant number 1.
600. President, when King was shot in 1968, he got some 7 million votes in the 1988 primaries.
Contestant number 3.
Who is Jesse Jackson?
You are correct.
Alright.
Contestant
800.
number 3.
Or 1,000, I guess. In 1896, Sigmund Rhee joined a group that fought for civil rights in this country he later ruled.
Contestant number 3.
What is Korea?
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Now the last clue. Gandhi dubbed them the Harijan children of God, the name they're now known by.
Contestant number 2.
What were the Untouchables?
You are correct. The final Jeopardy category
Famous
is
women.
Contestant number 1. What would you like
I would
to
like
wager?
to go just 400, please.
The final Jeopardy clue is...
Final Jeopardy clue is, in 1949 she founded Welcome House, a foster home for Asian American children. I have no idea, so I'm just going to say, who is J.J. the Jet Plane York?
Wrong answer.
Ow!
Contestant number 3. Your final Jeopardy
I don't know the
response
answer.
was... Right. Let's see what contestant number 3...
Pearl Comfort Seidenstricker Buck. Pearl S. Buck. Okay, so she got it right.
Your total...
Sandra got it right anyway.
Contestant number 2, your final Jeopardy response was... incorrect.
Jane Addams.
Let's see what contestant number 2 wagered.
She wagered $2,150, so she'll drop down to that much money.
Your total? Contestant number 1, your final Jeopardy response was... sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see what contestant number 1 wagered.
Just 400, so I dropped down to 9,200, but that's still enough to make me the winner.
Your total?
$9,200 coming your way, Jay.
Contestant number 1,
Yay.
you are now the reigning Jeopardy champion. Congratulations.
How about that, huh? $9,200 coming your way. That's going to do it for this video. We'll see y'all for the next one in just a little bit.